Hey Sag, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your end of 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will, therefore you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Sagittarius, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. Overall, Ace of Pentacles, maybe a new money opportunity. I also like to read it as a possibility for some sort of reconciliation, right? It's to solidify something. You have the Two of Wands in the current energy. Maybe looking out and trying to make a decision or a choice about what's going to happen next. Something that might affect the future. Maybe looking into how you want your future to look. Crossing that is the Ten of Swords. That's interesting. Sagittarius, Scorpio got this as their challenge as well. So the challenge could be some sort of suffering or an ending. We'll see. We'll have to clarify here. It could be dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Doesn't have to be. In the foundation, Ace of Swords. So something was made clear, or maybe you cut something out. In the past, the Five of Wands, drama, conflict, other people being involved. On your mind, Magician, which is a card of manifestation. Making things happen. And your outcome is the Knight of Pentacles, a slow moving energy, but it is considered to be reliable, methodical. It's thought out. He's taking his time. And this makes sense with this Ace of Pentacles here. So let's take a look at what happened in the past. Why is the Five of Wands here? Emperor, Aries, Five of Swords, Strength card, Leo, Four of Wands. This could have to do something to do with the home. For some, maybe even a father figure with that Emperor, Four of Wands. Could be a husband for some, and whatever, it doesn't really matter. And for some of you, this is about purchasing a home. I also get the sense of like almost like battling, no, it has to be this way kind of thing. Like if you got into an argument with someone and someone is just very stuck in their ways or very stubborn, like my way or the highway. Emperor, Five of Swords. This almost seems like something significant. You have two fives, which are about struggles. And then this Emperor and this Strength, that's like not backing down. I think somebody could be holding back. So let's see, why is the Two of Wands here currently for you? Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups now, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and the Two of Cups, Four of Swords at the bottom. So I don't know if this is you, maybe even thinking about or making a decision about approaching someone. It could be about some sort of partnership, relationship, and relationship doesn't have to be just romantic. It could be, I don't know, maybe this is a family member, a coworker, a friend. It could be romantic. Nonetheless, If you're not doing anything about something, or someone isn't, they're definitely thinking about it. Knight of Swords is about taking action. You know, for some, the Knight of Swords could even be without thinking. It's just, I'm gonna do it. Rushing in, it's something quick. Queen of Cups, Two of Cups. We'll see. Why is this happening with these, with the Ace of Swords? Scorpio just came out with a Death card. Hanged Man, Page of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Now, this action that wants to be taken, it wants to be taken. It doesn't look like it's being taken right now, unless the Two of Wands is currently saying that you are currently making a decision about this. Again, if it's not you, it could be somebody else. But something either changed or feels like it ended. For some, there is I don't know if it's somebody feeling stuck, or somebody is beginning to see things from a different perspective. For some, somebody feels like they have to, that they're sacrificing something. They don't want to sacrifice something. I don't know what that means. So what's with this challenge? King of Wands, Ten of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Star card at the bottom. Oh, sorry. Oh, great. Now I'm upside down. Fantastic. How do I move this? There we go. Okay. Ten and 4, there's a Six of Swords. It's moving out to calmer waters, hope, healing. Somebody is done with carrying this load or feeling like something is a burden. Perhaps it's even, I'm doing a lot of work. Ten of Wands is a card of labor, doing a lot. This to me looks like somebody wants to squash the beef, as they say. Why is the Magician here? Devil, Hermit, Nine of Swords. Wow. Two of Pentacles again. This is the second time it showed up. Capricorn, Virgo. I don't understand. Are you stressed out about something? Because, I don't know, with this, I don't know how this is clarifying the Magician, because Devil, Hermit, Nine of Swords, for some this could even indicate like a depression. I don't know if you're thinking about untying yourself from something, maybe something that you're codependent to, or perhaps there's just a toxic situation. You're really looking at it, but for whatever reason, this is stressing you out. Unless it's the other person, but this is on your mind. And with the Magician, what is happening? Three of Wands, Page of Cups, Two of Swords. There might be something about expressing something to someone, an apology, or maybe like nice words. Page of Cups showed up. But then the Two of Swords, which is kind of like, nah, you know what, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to keep quiet. There's very much, like, the entire reading, kind of like a back and forth. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Someone could also be carrying a load, like a burden, like maybe even a mental burden. Hierophant, Moon, Three of Pentacles, High Priestess. So you have Taurus, Pisces energy. What is the Hierophant? There could be a little bit of fear or uncertainty on how to work something out or how something is going to move forward. Seven of Cups, which is confusion. It could be options as well. All right, give me a second because now something else is coming up for me. Well, not for me, I mean for the reading. Eight of Cups. For some of you, I know not everyone is dealing with this particular situation, but for some there could be like a third party type of thing. Now, third party doesn't necessarily have to be like it's another lover. It could just be, if this is like a family situation, there's another family member involved. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? I'm getting a strong sense, something about a house. Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. I don't know what is going on, but the overall energy is really telling me that like somebody makes a decision or decides to move forward with something new. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. My goodness. All these cards fell. Give me a second. Making something right. Maybe this has to do with, I don't know, a contract of some sort of legalities. If it has to do with a house, maybe it's about buying a house. Because I also get the sense of like signing papers, like a contract. I don't know if a lawyer or something, I don't know, something like that. That's what I'm getting. Pick this up. All right. Ten of Pentacles is here. Somebody could be letting like past pain get in the way, or they have some sort of guard up, or they're just tired, exhausted. There might even be a sense of like, how is this going to play out? I don't know if this is making sense. Sag, you tell me. There might be here something about reuniting. Reuniting. The world. Maybe reuniting with family. Maybe there's some sort of travel. I feel like there's... I'm just getting like now a different message. I think I was getting this again, like this type of feeling for Scorpio in the sense of like when I'm doing the reading and then it's like, oh, well, it could be this story and now this story shows up in my mind. I feel like somebody becomes decisive about some sort of new beginning. Because I get the sense of like somebody has a hard time detaching from something. This is probably a different story. Like a hard time detaching from something. And they know that they're creating something new, but it's creating a sense of anxiety and almost like, I don't want to let this go. Let me give an example. Like as if, I don't know, let's say you were planning some sort of move and you don't want to leave your hometown. And you're like, no, I don't want to leave. I know everybody here. You know, if I move to this other town, it's going to be different. Life is going to be different. Change, working on something, rebuilding something maybe. Something that requires patience and takes time. So, for those of you where this is some sort of relationship, especially if it has to do with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, I'm going to say just because the King and Queen of Cups are both here, doesn't have to be water, or maybe they have water like in their moon or their rising or whatever. I feel like this, why is this stuckness here? There's a kind of like an I don't know feeling. Somebody goes back and forth whether or not something is a good idea. Is there love? Is there heart in whatever this is? Yes. You or somebody else might be tired of waiting. Hey, what is that? 10 of Cups. There's almost like it's two energies wanting the same thing. But one person is going to need to make a decision. Now, if this is just solely about you, this is kind of like you versus you. You need to make a decision about something. And I feel like it's something brand new. Something that you would have to be decisive on to jump into. And there's a bit of fear of whether or not this is going to work out. For some of you, it's wondering if you're going to get support or help. Four of Wands, Justice, Sun card. I feel like something ends up working out. once somebody makes a solid decision. There's also a bittersweet feeling, like having to let go of something to take action. I also feel like somebody doesn't want to regret something. Some sort of new beginning, really looking into it. Again, for some, this has to do with travel, a move. Why is this here? If this is about dealing with another person, somebody might be like thinking that something is just going to fall apart or happen all of a sudden. Like if they say something. I get the sense again of holding back. Somebody's holding back either expressing something, doing something. I don't know, that's pretty much what I'm getting. Let's see what the Hidden Truth Oracle says. I get the sense of, I don't know if it's an avoidance because somebody thinks that you're at a different status than they are, or that maybe you're just more focused on you. Maybe you're ignoring them. Two of Swords. I want to feel that way again. I want to be more than friends. Is that what it is? Is this about like a relationship leveling up for some? I left you before you could leave me. And I don't react when people mention you. I remember every detail of that day. Take what resonates. Oh, you know what I also got? For some of you, somebody wants to maybe like say something that might be shocking, kind of like pop the question type of thing. Now, I don't know for sure if that's exactly what it is, you know, but I did get that sense too, especially with that Tower card because it's about a surprise. And then Queen of Wands, Empress. That's like attractiveness, beautiful. Page of Cups, Seven of Swords. Yeah, either somebody is avoiding or they're not saying something. Okay. Let's use the Rebel deck for advice. And then we'll take out the other deck, the Wisdom Oracle, for solid advice. All right, you got several cards. Let's see what this says. All the cards just decide to fall today. Not my room, by the way. Detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that a-hole, and throw some shit out. You are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't F it up. Take a effing trip. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in effing la la land. Choose bravely. And this thunderbolt. And it says, figure shit out on your own. And you need a big effing hug. And it says, squeeze. Squeeze. Yeah, I like that the card of the take a trip. Because if there's something here about travel, I feel like it's kind of nudging you. And I feel like I've said this in a reading for you before. Believe what you see. You're loved. Detox. Anyway, Sag, this is what I have for you. I don't even know what to name this reading, to be honest, because I feel like it was all over the place, and I apologize for that. But this is what I'm getting. Let's see what the Wisdom Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. What is the advice for Sagittarius? What is the advice for Sagittarius? And it's interesting because with this deck, the Rebel deck, I never get that many cards come out like that. And considering that the reading was all over the place, something is going to stick. One of the stories, one of the what you need to hear cards. What is the advice for Sagittarius? Miracle. That card doesn't come out a lot. Let's see what that says. Integrity is what turns on the light. Darkville is a town of self-centered people. One day, Betty is given too much change after making a purchase, and she returns the extra money. A brilliant light bursts from a stump of a dead oak tree in the center of the town. The citizens are bewildered by the sudden brightness, but neither question the sun's sparkler, nor change their cheating ways. One day a child asks why it came. It tells her it shines for all that is good in the world and appears when a good deed is done. The residents of Darkville are touched and become more selfless. Do you let someone in, or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. The essence of inspiration is integrity. Can I be counted on? Keywords: integrity, gifts, reward, being a light, lighting the way for others, coming miracles. The brightest of all thoughts resides in sun yellow, as a natural radiance stems from pure integrity. Be honest and forthright no matter what. With the energy of the sun, a miracle awaits. You instinctively know what is authentic. Trust this. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not exactly sure how to tie this into the reading. You know what is authentic. Trust this. Yeah, there's some sort of stress here about something, making something happen. I don't know. Taking a leap of faith, or maybe saying something. Integrity. Be honest and forthright no matter what. Sag, that's what I have for you. If it resonated, please let me know. Let me know what is going on. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.